Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading and we are in Aquarius season. So we're just kicking off this week with the Aquarius new moon. So it's a really great time to set some new intentions for the next cycle that's coming through. So we have the cards coming through, the bee and the turtle. Interesting. Yeah, in terms of this energy coming towards you, it feels like you and this other person are in very, very different places, very different priorities, kind of not necessarily focused on each other. There's other things that you're focusing on at this moment in time. So one person's just kind of busy, potentially feeling like, you know, there's a lot of things to do, maybe the weight of expectation, but the other person's kind of going through an emotional journey, an emotional time, and could be doing a lot of soul work. So it feels like, you know, you're just in very different spaces and places at this moment in time. And I feel like the turtle is you, Scorpio, but I mean, you might feel like the bee. The turtle is a real, you know, the turtle, it's a water element and this is the element of air. So we've got water and air signs coming in here, but it doesn't have to necessarily be so. But it just feels like this person's just kind of off, too busy to notice what's going on with you. And here you are going through this potential deep emotional renewal that's coming in. The turtle is swimming in the ocean. It's feel good for the soul energy. So it's like, well, perhaps you're learning to swim again in this energy for some of you. But it's finding yourself in this very this soul space that you're swimming through at this moment in time. But this person's very much in their head. There's potentially a lot buzzing around or a lot going on inside their head that they're not necessarily understanding what's happening with you emotionally or even like paying attention to it at this moment in time. So, yeah, I feel like that's kind of an interesting energy to come in. Let's see, how did we get to this place? So not that I think that the turtle minds, because I feel like it's almost like I'm happy to kind of have my space to do my own thing, but it might be nice if you kind of understood what I was going through or what I was doing here. So let's see, how did we get to this point where it almost feels like you just, it's like a little bit of a disconnect here, feeling a bit disconnected from this person in some way, shape or form. So let's see what is coming in, what happened in the past here. So we've got the Fool card, the Hanged Man. I just want to get one more coming through. How did we get to this place for Scorpio? One last card. Okay, the Knight of Wands. So the Fool card is almost like this is a card of just, you know, feeling like need to reset, start anew, start again. And there potentially might have been like a timeout, reevaluation, some time, some patience to gain a new perspective with what's going on with you and what's going on with this other person and what's happening with this energy. So it may have precipitated a bit of a positive shift and change. I feel like this reset that's come in for you has been something that potentially has been really good on a soul level. It could have potentially been enlightening. So, and really understanding, you know, that perhaps there's some things that you've been carrying around that you want to let go of, and you want to feel like you emotionally or karmically don't want to carry that around anymore. So you're lightening your load a little bit. Still got memories, but it's almost like you kind of have been doing some very deep inner work here to bring about some positive change. For some of you, this is even travel that's come in around that as well. So, let me just pick that up. That's fallen on the floor. So where are we now? We've got the Ace of Wands, the Star card, beautiful. And, oh, I'll shift these around the other way. It feels like this is a lot to do with what's going on with you, Scorpio, and the temperance energy. Okay. And the 10 of Wands. So this is the heaviness that you've been carrying around, the heavy burdens or the heavy feelings or the sense of burnout. And you're now being able to kind of bring in the temperance energies, wanting to bring in some healthier balances. The Star card is feeling very light and guided. And the Ace of Wands is like, this is the new beginning that you've kind of brought in from doing this sense of wanting to reset or taking some time out or doing the inner work that wants to bring about the positive change. This is a sense of things are starting to work with that. And you're starting to really see things start to flow, which is really nice. This is the turtle. We can see the temperance card dipping the toe in the water. This is the water bearer of the star. This is wishes coming true, feeling very much guided to the future. You got this sense of what I know now, what I want for the future, and I want to make some certain elements in my life work or this relationship work. And so there's new paths that are opening up towards this. And so you're the turtle doing this work, swimming through the ocean. And but do they get that? Do they understand that? They're the bee facing the different direction. Here you are doing all this beautiful work here, connecting into the water and having this lovely energy that you're connecting with, working out what it is that you really want and where you're feeling guided to and what feels healthy and right for you within this relationship, how to make the elements work. And what are they doing? They're off buzzing off doing something else, possibly not even aware of it or not focused on it. And so it might feel a little bit like you're swimming alone on this journey for the moment. So at some point they're going to want to turn around and say, what's been going on with you? What is this? Like there's this whole other new energy that's coming in around you. So let's see where this is heading for the future. Let's see what is going on. So it feels like there's a very beautiful deep soul renewal that has come through, the sense of starting and activating something new, a deep reset, again of new perspective that's come through, that has been enlightening, that's been guiding you towards the temperance energy is health as well, health or healthy balances within relationships. And part of that is maybe you need a little bit of extra attention. The King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, okay, what's going on inside your mind here, and the Nine of Wands, where this is heading, and the Six of Wands, okay. So the Six of Wands is success, validation, coming through, being recognized, being seen. And this is, I feel like this is you seeing your self-validation that's coming through with the Six of Wands, because this is the person that's in their head here. The bee, King of Swords, the King of Air, the Nine of Swords, so much going through their head, still in their head. And then this is you looking at them suspiciously like, I'm tired, I'm tired of this. Can you get out of your head and work out how to emotionally connect to me or understand what's going on with me on this deep soul or emotional level? So there's a kind of like, I understand that there's a lot going on your mind or a lot going through your mind, or you're just in your head, you're detached, or it's the sense of where's the emotional connection. They're wanting to bring that back in some way, shape or form. But ultimately what this is about for you is that you potentially might not be getting that validation from the other person or the attention or the emotional connection, because it's all about self-validation with the Six of Wands, successfully seeing that within yourself. So that's kind of part of what the journey is here with this at this moment in time. Doesn't mean you're still not going to be like annoyed and frustrated, but ultimately that's kind of the soul journey that is coming in around that. So let's see what else we have. We have around this beautiful soul journey, the Four of Crystals, control and security, and the Queen of Acorns, passion and creativity. So some of this is about, this Four of Crystals, control and security. It's very Scorpio energy of I have to be in control all of the time, especially when it comes to, especially when it comes to just who you are. And so maybe that's part of what this is, that with the Queen of Acorns, this is the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Crystals is the Four of Pentacles. Passion and creativity, this is opening up your heart and being very warm and attractive, and being very, passionate about things, and even creative. And so it's opening up to all of that self-expression and how you're feeling, and all of this sort of stuff is coming through. But it's standing next to this energy of wanting to remain in control and hold on and not open up to that. So it really is this sense of how much are you even not letting the other person in, by not letting them know that this is something that you're going through, or how much of this is this beautiful heart opening deep within you. And it may be connecting you to your beautiful, something you're really passionate about, or your creative gifts of some way, shape or form. So I kind of almost feel like it's like more of an internal thing that's going on with you. And maybe it's almost like, the turtle has got the shell. You feel safer being in your own little emotional space without them fully being in there. And truly, maybe you needed to have that space to process and understand what this is. Maybe in some way, shape or form, you've been kind of putting a little bit of a barrier up. Like, I've got my shell and here I am swimming in my ocean here. But yeah, the Four of Crystals, I mean, we're looking at the beautiful badger here, and the badger builds the dam walls, blocks the water out in order to feel safe and secure. But the Queen of Acorns is wanting to open you up and to let the water flow. So it really is, whether this is with this person or somebody else, there's something here that is asking you to open up your heart to an energy that feels very much connected to something that you'd opening up to vulnerability, even that you'd prefer to potentially cut yourself or shut yourself off from and feel more in control. But there is this beautiful opportunity here to connect to the warmth and the passion and the creativity. So that's what's coming through for you, Scorpio. That's the energy. So let's pull an affirmation card. We've got, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. So yeah, there is something in here that the universe wants you to say yes to, and it's potentially like it's not getting the validation through the other person. It's like saying yes because that's the right thing for you. It says, life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Okay, and it's about trusting that as well. It is safe to look within. Okay, as I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. And that's exactly what we're saying. You're this beautiful turtle. Here you are seeing that within yourself, self-validation, magnificent being. So it really is about just going within and connecting into your beautiful magnificence, Scorpio. So that is part of the journey that is coming in for the moment with this relationship. So it's interesting. So as frustrated as it might be that this person is kind of not looking or not paying attention, it's really important for you to go through this internal process at this moment in time as well and honor that. So that's it, Scorpio. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.